Okay, so the arched eyebrows, what this person means is like sometimes a person will have like really arched eyebrows like this, and then sometimes they'll be like super low like this. And think of whether you're looking at it from a spiritual, like chakras aspect, or a quantum physics aspect where you have a magnetic pull around you and it starts and ends at the top and bottom of your head and feet. Either which way, this basically represents in face reading data that you gather or that you get from the ether or wherever. You get the data and it goes into your eyes, but it has to go past the eyebrows into the eyes, windows of the soul, right? This is just a funky, weird way of explaining that the information goes into the head, out through the eyes, and it goes past the eyebrows. In order to do so, based on where the eyebrows are, determines the person's decision making skills. So for me, mine are pretty normal. Like they're not too high up, they're not too low, but I do require a little bit more data before I make a decision because my eyebrows are not down here. If they were down here, then I would be able to like get data and make a decision like this. Like, oh, it's going to rain today. This is what I'm doing. For me, I'm like, oh, it's going to rain today and these are my options and this is what I want to wear and this is what I'm thinking of doing. And then after I get all of that data, maybe I'll make a decision on what I'm going to decide to do for the day. A person with eyebrows that are like arched high, the higher the eyebrow, the more time that they require to make a decision. So let's say, since this topic was on dating, or we can use this as dating, business deal, potential buyer buying from you, or you can use it in sales when you're talking to a potential buyer as a seller. The person is always going to need more time to make the decision. So the higher the eyebrow is, the more that you want to explain to the person, the more you want to make them feel comfortable, the more that you want to communicate to them that they're prioritized and that they have all the time in the world to make the decision. You don't want to pressure them. Um, yeah, and so the lower the eyebrow, then those kind of people you can kind of go pretty quickly and expect a decision pretty quickly. If I am on the phone with someone with eyebrows that have been like super, super low, and this is a sales conversation, and they still can't make a decision, then I'm going to look at what I'm doing incorrectly, that I'm not giving them enough information for them to make a faster decision. Or I'm going to ask them what kind of information they need in order to actually make a decision. And in dating, like if it's a girl with raised eyebrows or a guy with raised eyebrows, they're gonna need some more time to make decisions. If it's a person with like lower eyebrows, they're going to not need as much time. And you'll see this really prevalent with men with like those kind of eyebrows. Yeah, those kind. They usually either have hooded eyes where they hide their feelings, or they have predatorial eyes where they're always on the attack. And this is for men and women. The shape is the same. Both go down and it's arched, so the lowest possible because they make decisions quickly. They gather the data, they make a decision quickly. And because of that, it changes the shape of the eye, the hood of it, which represents if you express feelings or not. So if a woman has this low eye and you see how it's naturally hooding for me, like it's covering my eyelid, that woman is going to make decisions quickly and she's gonna hide her feelings. She's not very expressive. And a woman with like, let's see if I can make the shape go. Yeah. Eyes like that, where it's more like a cat, like meow. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. But if it's more like cat eyes, then that's a person that's more on like the attack, and they're always going to be looking for the opportunity. And this isn't, these were ways of expressing what each part of the face mean isn't a way of demonizing anyone. It just means that that's the kind of person that they are, and that's the kind of person that you need to understand whether you like them or not. When it comes to clients, I personally like the clients that have like the cat eyes, because they're like, okay, give me the information that I need and I'm gonna go out and hunt, like I'm ready to go. I also like, I don't like working with people with hooded eye thingies, because they don't usually tell me what they need and like what they need to understand and get a higher return. But again, these are people that are like great salespeople or great negotiators, amazing negotiators. And then if they can do something like cold read, then they're amazing even more because they're getting data from the other person without even having to try. This kind of went in a whirlwind, but you got the gist of what the eyebrow arches actually mean. So the higher the eyebrow, the more time they need to make a decision. The lower the eyebrow, the less time that they need to make a decision. Thanks. And don't forget, my name is Anna. I help people utilize face reading and microexpression for their marketing and sales. You know what to do. The link is in bio. Bye.